A key for Pitt State's football success this season is coming the secondary with a lot of veteran experience. And for one redshirt senior corner, his last run with the Gorillas means even more. KOAM Sports Director Ryan Blank has his story.
For Jalen and Josiah Fuksa, football has taken their bond as brothers to another level, dating back to their days as kids.
I feel like he's my best friend. I feel like off the field we're kind of the same person. We're really quiet. We just committed to playing football and just trying to get to the next level.
It means everything to me. I'm blessed. I have someone, that's always competing next to me, looking up to me, trying to fill in my shoes. He's my best friend, just being around him all the time, even as kids. I'm just grateful he's here.
2025 is Jalen's final season with the Gorillas as a redshirt senior. But this year is even more special, sharing the field and donning the crimson and gold with Josiah, who's a freshman.
Been great, ever since we were young kids, we always pushed each other, we always competed. Being here at Pitt State at such a high level, still doing it since we were kids. So, I'm just grateful and blessed. Every brother duo, they always dream about being on the same team. Again, I'm just blessed. We had the opportunity.
Ever since I've been here, since he's been here, I always felt like it was home, but it's like home was already here because he's here and he's family. So it's a memory we're gonna remember for the rest of our lives, honestly, because not a lot of people can say they played college football at a great program with their older brothers.
As part of his last dance with Pitt State, Jalen was named a captain by the team, an honor that says a lot about his character.
He's one of the hardest workers I've ever been around. He's a guy that stays after practice, stays after workouts, gets some extra work in. So him being that type of person is probably what earned him, that role as a captain for us.
Jalen is a four-year starter for the Gorillas after redshirting his freshman year. Looking ahead to next season, Josiah has a chance to follow in his brother's footsteps as PSU graduates most of its secondary.
We graduated Dallas Flowers, who went on to the NFL. Graduated Jordan Hendy, who was an all-conference player for us. So there was a lot of opportunity, for Jalen in his redshirt freshman year and ended up starting for us in 2022. And, Josiah and all of our young corners are going to be in a similar situation this offseason. We're going to graduate 3 senior corners.
I feel like I definitely have an advantage over most freshmen, honestly, in the country. I get to come into a powerhouse school such as Pitt State, and I have a brother who's been a 4-year starter. We play the same position. It's just a big blessing to be able to play with him and honestly just train with him, see the type of dedication it really takes to reach that All-American level, 4-year starter level. So he's honestly like the blueprint of something I want to become.
For head coach Tom Anthony, he sees a lot of the same player when watching the Fuksa brothers, generating excitement for Josiah's future.
Both of them were elite returners, in the return game, on top of being really good cornerbacks as well, and obviously getting really, really good football players out of the Dallas Metroplex. So when you can pull kids out of an area like that play at a high level in high school, you're getting a really good football player. And we know Josiah Fuksa is a heck of a football player, and I'm excited to see what he does here for the next 3 to 4 years.
Jalen and Josiah are focused on the rest of this season while cherishing their time together on the field. Reporting for KOAM Sports, I'm Ryan Blank.
The Gorillas return to action this Saturday in Warrensburg against Central Missouri.